This is a 5x5 redstone door I created last week. I used a very systematic approach, and I figured let's make a video about it because it can help others. It's really easy. Um, I use six steps. I'll tell them now, and I'll list them now, and I'll explain in more detail when I build a door later. So the first step is you have to have an idea of or concept of what you want to build. Um, the second step is creating the piston and observer layout. Then create an input line for each observer. Labeling the observers or pistons is step 4. Then you write down the sequence for the opening and the closing. And then you create the opening and closing circuits. This is the piston layout I had in mind. Um, I want to create I want to create a 2x1 door, maybe 2x2. I just mirror this side. Um, 2x1 door. It opens to this side, but the closing the blocks come from the bottom. I think it will kind of function like a piston feed tape in the end. Okay, let's add the let's add some observers. Um, I know I can um, oh, power this piston. Sometimes it needs to be powered in this position, and sometimes it's in this position. So with the observer there, it functions both ways. I can use this input for if the piston is there or there. I'll show you. Put a block here. If it works, it should grab it. So an observer, even though it doesn't make contact, it will still power this piston. I can do the same here, so they're on the same level. That's nice. These two always need to be powered at the same time, so I can put an observer right here. See? Um, and then I'm gonna put the observer for this piston right here. So I moved it one over because in the end I know I want to have the powered rail line. Oh, there's something there. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's just this one left. And I'll do that like this. So yeah, still to make it easy for to connect the rails. Also, I see I can put this observer down and have the rail go like this. It will power this block, which will power both of those. Now I'm gonna add the power rail. Okay, so now we basically have the first step. We have the idea, we have the piston and observer layout, and we have created an input line for each observer. And now I'm going to label uh, these ones. I think I'm going to start here. One, like this. So you don't have to place all that. um, okay, now I'm going to write down the opening sequence. Let's see. Opening sequence is probably. Let me try it first. Um, so now it's open. There should be a block here. Okay, let's try it like this. So now it's open. The closing sequence is need to pull this down. It's this one. Um, is this opening? closing, right? Four. 5. 2. That's like this, and 5. So now the doors right here. Oh wait. Yeah, I probably want to lower this one block just so I can put the floor here. Then I want to put this block there, so when it opens, there's a floor here. So now first I need to power this one. 1. 4. And then 1. And 4 again. And then this one. 2. Okay. And now the opening. Opening, I think it's just 3. Yeah, seems okay. I think I'm going to put the input here. It doesn't interfere. Okay. Create a one tick pulse. Okay. We have a button here, but we want a one tick pulse. So one way to do that is with a piston and an observer. So yeah, let's check it out. If it's a one tick pulse, it should spit out the block. And if you press it multiple times, it just works. Yeah, so I usually make an actual user input line next to it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I make so what I'm doing now is this is one way of making input for okay, let me start again. Okay, so this is a way to show you why I'm doing all this. With a one tick pulse, piston will spit out the block, and if we put a observer like this, then we do it twice. One is in 2 separate positions. Okay, so when I press the button, they switch. If you put one at the top, one at the bottom, each time you press a button, for example, this is the opening circuit and this is the closing circuit. So now that one is active and now that one is active. So that's just one way to alter between the two. So now I load it. I think I'm gonna do the opening circuit first because it's just one block. I put next to the input some slabs, and the opening sequence is just the third one. So that's all. And then I put a redstone, put redstone here. Now the closing sequence, do the same thing. But now the observer is at the top position. Closing first block 4, 2 ticks later 5. So I think I'll do fifth one. So this is how I do it. This line is active, piston goes. This observer sees it. 1 tick later, this one sees it. So in total 2 ticks later, this one goes. Let me see. This is, I forgot to label this sign, just so it's easier. This is the opening. Oh, let's okay. So that doesn't work. When this line is powered, it powers the piston, so that creates a loop. My mistake. Lol. Just that will still have the same effect. And this doesn't travel down. So this, yep. Just a workaround. So now it should still open. This one is the opening. Easy enough. So this one is gone up. This already pulled down. So we're halfway there. So I did 4, 5. The next one is, it says 2 and then 5 again. So do the same thing. It doesn't matter if you put an observer on the redstone here or on this observer. It's the same. So 2 ticks later that one, 1, 2 this one, and again 1, 2 for this one. This is already at 8. Wrong way. Should have done this earlier. With bigger builds, you have to watch out and make sure that when you're building this part, you're not activating all kinds of things. But I think it's harmless. Nothing really can break, and I know I know what it looks like, so I can fix it if it does. Now 1. So here there are observers here, so they already cause a delay. So you have to make sure you don't add a double delay. So this 1 and 2. So there's 2 ticks in between. 1, 4. Let's see. Doesn't matter. 1, 4, 1, 4. think I'm gonna go do it like this. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2. Um, 1. Something you can do, I'll show it now. You can place a trapdoor, and that will instantly work. So it's the same delay as this, but you can go around the corner and you don't have to place multiple blocks. 1, 2, slab. Okay, and the last one is 2, this one. So if everything went well, um, let's see which one is next. This one, because that will go up. Opening, so it should be closed. I like this door. It's stupid. I like it. So I think that's pretty much it. Maybe I'll copy it and make it a double door. But yeah. So I just mirrored it. It's a mess, but I could do it better, but it's just to show it. So that's the opening. That's the closing. It's satisfying. Well, I hope that was helpful. Um, Thanks for watching, I guess. Um, yeah.